Alright, after the last episode, now we're only falling apart.
Straight. Rose Quartz, leader of the Crystal
Okay,
Gems,
this is after
Steven's
that
mom
episode, yeah.
was actually Big Diamond.
I know!
Shattering and reformed to be Rose all the time.
Pink Diamond's final command to me was that no one could know. But now that Steven does, I can finally tell you all everything.
And it took all these seasons to finally find out that it's like, oh yeah, Rose Quartz is Pink Diamond. Steven inherited his mom's gem, so Steven's gem is a diamond.
Phew. I mean, a pink lion, a pink sword,
Yeah,
a pink diamond.
everything's
If
pink.
you told me Rose invented cotton candy, I'd believe it. Hey, Garnet?
Is she shaking?
She.
Oh. Oh.
She lied to us!
Oh. Oh.
She lied about everything!
Oh,
She held our
Sapphire.
hands, looked us right in the eyes and told us to never question who we are as Garnet.
Yeah.
Questioned ourselves. Or her. We couldn't have known. No,
Oh.
you couldn't have known. You never know what's going on.
Wait, what?
I'm for Sapphire.
Sapphire.
Never looked into her. I trusted her.
Sapphire's trust is all broken now. She's like, everything I just know is a lie. And the fact that they're covering Rose Quartz's face right now, they did that on purpose.
I let her make fools of us all. Sapphire, wait! Guys!
Oh. Oh.
Please, we could just stay calm and talk about this, right? Let's just talk.
Talk about what?
Also, the fact that it's the opposite right now, usually Ruby, the one who's always screaming and whatnot, is being the calm one right now, and Sapphire is not acting like herself.
How our relationship is based on a lie? What
No,
else
but
is
you
there to
both
say?
love each other.
Ruby, I'm so sorry.
Help me explain everything to Sapphire.
Right.
I'm surprised Pearl can walk on ice well. Wow.
Sit tight, Ruby. We'll go and get
Oh,
Sapphire.
Ruby. Oh. Poor Ruby. The fact that she's like the opposite of how she usually is. She's broken.
Maybe she's here.
Sapphire!
The Rose Fountain. Oh.
Everything we were running from. She was right there all along, using us for her little war, smiling at us with those knowing eyes, making me believe in a better future that I couldn't see because it wasn't real. And now here we are, our friends shattered and corrupted.
No, this hurts so much. It's just that after now knowing the truth, it's just... even Garnet didn't know.
Of course she was a diamond. What a long road she took to torture us.
And
like
now
this.
she thinks that
Wasn't like that.
they've been played
You
the
know she
entire
didn't want anyone
time.
to get hurt.
I don't know that. I clearly don't know anything.
You deserve to know everything. I was given to Pink Diamond just a few thousand years before she was given the Earth.
Like, I get the way to react like that the entire time. It's just that this whole time you think, are we just a pawn of Pink Diamond's scheme? Were we meant to fuse under her or whatever? That she told us that fusing is okay just to be used in her war?
I was supposed to make her happy. I just never could.
Oh? Oh. Even back then, Pearl was crushing on her?
This dull.
I could imagine it, if you would like me to, my diamond.
Yeah, I can see how weird it'd be that Pearl was like, if you want me to feel this way, my diamond, I would. Even
Show me
Pink
the status of the prime kindergarten.
sees
Yes,
how
my
weird
diamond.
this is.
The first court soldiers are due to emerge soon.
She is bored. Oh.
Finally, something exciting. Hurry, we've got to see this.
The fact that Pink is like, oh my goodness, finally, I get to do, like, something exciting is happening. Life.
Quickly, turn it on.
Yes, my diamond.
Oh, the orb.
Look at this, Pearl. We're creating life from nothing.
Well, you're safe from nothing, but
Welcome to
an
Earth.
amethyst. Ah.
I wish I could just be there.
But she can't because she has to rule the colony and whatnot. But man, the fact that she said they created life for nothing, if only she knew what was destroyed to make this life.
I'll have us warped into the kindergarten at once, my diamond.
Oh.
What? No, no. If I went down to the kindergarten, I would never hear the end of it from Yellow and Blue.
Oh.
But could you imagine me down there laughing and playing with the amethysts?
Of course I can, my diamond. You look
Oh.
so happy.
I won't be so happy when Blue and Yellow find out.
They won't find out.
How's that?
Oh? Does Pink's it's weird saying it. Pink's Pearl have an idea? Is that where the whole rose quartz thing comes from?
Because you look just like a quartz. You changed your shape for a day.
Oh.
That's brilliant, Pearl. I'm glad I was able to help my die.
Oh wow.
Down here.
She did it quickly.
Pearl, look.
Oh.
This is incredible. We got
No, but I feel like this happens a lot in other shows where it's like you can pretend to be this for a day. They do it and they're like, you know what? I like this. I want to do it forever. What?
to get down there and check it out.
I mean, this is more free than being a diamond, I suppose. But all the... Is this the Amethyst fam? The Famethyst? Oh.
No! I'm so sorry. These amethyst cards can be so rude.
But Pearl, don't you see what's happening?
Huh?
We're actually here, and I am fitting right in.
I get it, that this time she's not being treated as a diamond, that she feels like an equal to everybody else. She gets to see how everybody really is.
None of that dumb salute. Thank you so much for talking me into this. I couldn't have done this on my own.
You're welcome, my diamond.
Pearl's like,
Pearl, you're gonna get us in trouble.
Sorry, my quartz.
my quartz.
Hey, fellow amethyst guards. What are we all up to?
But the way that Pearl just, like, when Rose put her finger on Pearl's mouth, like, Pearl's like, yes, whatever.
There's two more from our unit that haven't emerged yet, so we're gonna wait for them.
Oh,
Here comes one of them.
the way they just pop out, though, I love it.
Welcome to Earth.
That is the first and nicest thing anyone has ever said to me. What's going on here? Our orders were to move out as soon as you emerged.
Who is being nice here?
Hasn't emerged yet.
8XM.
With us later. Go, go, go!
Hup, hup, hup.
Oh, wait, is 8XM possibly our Amethyst? Because our Amethyst did grow up alone, and she was the last one to emerge, right?
My diamond, please. Let's not draw any more attention to ourselves than we already have.
She's having fun, though.
But things were getting really fun.
What if we took some time to explore some of Earth's other features?
Oh?
Pearl, you're so smart.
So it was all
Oh.
just so she could get out and have some fun?
So it was Pearl's idea that made Rose Quartz love Earth even more. So in a way, Pearl was Steven back then.
Well, that's how it started.
So, this is Earth.
This is strange. After knowing the truth, but look how
This is
colorful
just a
this
small
is.
portion of the resources available for making gems on this planet.
To
Resources.
see it all.
I love how it's supposed to be all beautiful and whatnot, but Pearl's like, this could be all used to make gems. No, do not destroy the Earth, Pearl. Oh? Oh, the blushing, though. I can see why Pearl crushed on her hard. Not the fish! Oh. Man, this must have been long ago if these were just humans of an older tribe, I believe. But at the same time, the color work is nuts. The artists have been killing it.
Is everything all right, my diamond?
Oh.
You seem troubled.
All this life that's been growing wild here on Earth. None of it
will survive my invasion.
So thanks to Pearl, Rose realized how important the life here on Earth is. Otherwise, it would have been hollowed out like we saw in the moon base.
We're not creating life from nothing. We're taking life and leaving nothing behind.
She sees the real,
Diamond, I shouldn't have
the
brought you to such a
realism
place.
No, I needed to see this.
and the rain.
So she did want to protect Earth. She didn't realize what the colony was doing to the planet.
So what? She suddenly started to care about Earth? Why did she have to rope us into all this?
I get why Sapphire's acting this way, but it's like we're knowing more about the good side of Pink Diamond and why she did all this, you know?
Why couldn't she just stop the colonization herself?
Can't she
tried.
stand
When
up
she
to the
told
other diamonds?
she didn't want to go through with the colony. They told her to finish what she started. When she told the other diamonds she wanted to preserve life on Earth, they created the zoo and threw a handful
So
of
that's
humans
why
in.
the zoo was
She did
made.
everything she could as Pink Diamond, but her status meant nothing to Blue and Yellow. So she decided to make a stand as someone they couldn't ignore.
Oh, so she became a rebel to actually just say, like, alright, if talking won't work, action will. But the fact that Pink Diamond's status doesn't mean anything to Yellow and Blue because they treat her like a child.
She was going to scare every gem off the planet, but everything changed when she saw your fusion.
Oh, the stories are connecting.
I still can't believe it. Only on Earth, don't you think? Only on Earth where anything can happen. A fusion of two completely different gems.
We're on Homeworld. It can't be. It's not good. But here to Rose Quartz, it's like this is new, fascinating. Earth is always changing.
Can all gems do that? How have I never heard of this? I've only ever heard that it's unheard of. Can you imagine what that must feel like?
What? Pearl.
Fusion activate.
Oh my goodness, Pearl.
Oh, I thought if a ruby and a sapphire, but you're a diamond. Forgive me.
If only they knew about Rainbow Quartz. You know, we know about the Rainbow Quartz fusion, so Pearl definitely tried and succeeded, you know?
What am I doing? I need to be replaced immediately.
Pearl, calm down.
But I've been imagining things, even when you haven't asked me to. I imagined that I ran away and met you here on Earth.
Oh,
Rose Quartz.
Pearl.
Not yours, but I make you so happy anyway. Isn't that ridiculous? Tell me to stop.
That would explain the dream she had way long ago where, you know, she was surfing with Rose Quartz and everything before, you know, she turned out to be Greg, but Pearl, really? It's like, I get it. In the past, we've seen Pearl go super gay for Rose Quartz. And it's like here, if you still don't think it's possible, it's like Pearl wants to live her life with Rose Quartz.
Please don't ever stop.
Oh my. Oh. Oh.
This is very not allowed.
That fusion! Oh, we never should have left her there with Blue. Who knows what sort of horrible punishment.
Oh. So this is...
Ouch.
And that's how the stories connect right there. Right after they tried to fuse in the Rainbow Quartz right there, and they're like, oh, this is unheard of. Wait, no. Because fusion is basically the closest you can be with somebody right there.
We didn't mean to fuse. Well, we did this time. We'll not fuse.
Oh, but Garnet's colors, though.
No, please. I'm glad to see you again.
Oh my.
Before Garnet, Rose was only fighting for Earth. But Garnet changed everything. Rose wanted to fight for her.
Oh, that's so sweet. But also, I love that when we saw Sapphire, the ice is gone and pretty much melted away. So Sapphire is calming
She
down.
wanted to fight for gems. And
That
maybe
is so
she was
sweet.
foolish and maybe even selfish, but she was...
Following us.
What?
This
Oh?
whole time we thought we were following her, but she was following us. How could she not after you swept her off her feet?
Literally.
What? Me?
Are you kidding? You took her on this whirlwind tour of Earth.
Yeah.
And she wanted to live here with you forever.
Pearl, you changed everything for Rose. Basically, in a way, Pearl saved the world. If it wasn't for Pearl suggesting that to Rose, the Earth would have been gone. Pearl pretty much saved the world right there and changed her point of view. Pearl, you're a hero.
I came here with Ruby. Oh no, we have to get back right away.
Oh, Ruby.
Ruby, I'm so sorry.
Why is everything dark?
Oh no.
It ends right there? Oh no. Okay. What an insane episode though. It seems like this might be a new arc right here, but at the same time, now we know a little more of the lore behind Rose Quartz and Pink Diamond and whatnot. And while, you know, we get it that Rose Quartz was selfish into learning more about the Earth and whatnot, but in a way she was doing it for a good reason, you know, because if it wasn't for Pearl, the Earth would have been hollowed out. Pink would have been forced by the other diamonds to hollow out the Earth, but because of Pearl suggesting she could hang out with the other amethyst, that she became Rose Quartz and decided to make a name for herself. So Pearl did it. And now it's like, I think that Rose Quartz did like Pearl as much as Pearl liked her. But it's just that Rose Quartz fell in love with the humans. So it's like Rose was still unsure, but in a way it did seem like that Rose was a bit selfish because, you know, she as we've seen in the past, that Rose went from human to human until she ended up with Greg and made Steven, but it was all because of Pearl that Rose was able to experience all of that, you know? But at the same time, it's not like we've seen anything bad that Rose Quartz really did. The whole shattering thing was a decoy, basically. So in a way, it's like, did Rose Quartz do anything wrong? Because now it's like, oh yeah, Galactic War Criminal Rose Quartz? No, the story was just a cover-up. Because Rose Quartz is seen as a rebel, and the whole rebellion to fight off the diamonds was to preserve the Earth. But now we know, like, how the zoo was made and everything because, you know, Pink wanted to preserve life. But those humans that were trapped there, that is nuts. But it's good to know that we got to know more lore about it, but now now we have to find out what's going on with Ruby and Sapphire because we come back, everything's dark, Ruby's out. This is nuts though, but I love how the Rose Quartz and Pearl story linked up with Garnet's story as well, that before meeting Garnet, they attempted fusion right there. They attempted something new, which is nuts. But it's crazy to know that Pink Diamond literally was more childish, that she was bored of just doing work and just wanted to, like, she wanted stuff to happen, I get that. And it was because of Pearl that all happened right there. And in the end, Rose Quartz wanted to stay on Earth with Pearl. All that imagining that Pearl was doing, it just works out. Kind of crazy that we're doing this reaction on Pride Month, by the way. So, happy Pride Month. So it's like, yeah, we get to see how much Pearl really liked Rose Quartz even back then. Pink, Rose Quartz, it's still trying to fathom that, you know, that was actually Pink the entire time because my mind is, But of course, I hope you enjoyed the reaction. If you did, don't forget to leave a like, comment about what you think, and subscribe if you haven't done so. I'll catch you next time.